That's what she's like. Like, she's not self-aware at all.
Yeah.
And I finally know how to have an orgasm.
Oh, we're learning so many new things.
Anyway, so she...
I don't know if you can tell, I don't like it.
So yeah, Whitney Cummings had, during the pandemic, she put on comedy... What?
Wait. Oh, sorry, I thought you said you put on weight.
No, she put on comedy shows in her garden, and she had everyone tested, and she had like basically a crowd of like her friends and influencers.
Yes. Sorry to interrupt, but just a question. I think it was you that told me that she's like really hyper, like she's like really like masks. Everyone masks. Like
no.
Okay, that must have been someone else. You told me about a comedian that was like really like, they had people around to the house and they were like, everyone's got to wear masks. They were really, really scared about the pandemic. Sorry, I thought that was her, but someone else.
No, she all she did was like everyone had a test that was going to like make sure you didn't have COVID before you went, and then she had a comedy show in her garden or whatever.
Yeah.
But Hila Klein from H3H3.
Yeah.
She was there and she was wearing a mask. The only person wearing a mask.
No, it was light. Okay. Was it long? Did they lose their sense of smell? They didn't feel anything. Okay. What a fun group to do crowd work in. Fun group here.
Sorry, try to again. She was the one you told me about. Her and Ethan are really like scared about it.
Yeah. So H3H3 have gone mask mad.
Yeah.
Joe
They
Rogan.
look like they've got very strong immune systems, though, do they?
You know
she's trans skeleton.
So right. They're the first to go down. They die from a common cold.
Fucking Fupa Troopers, mate. Anyway,
well, she was in the army like all the Israeli girls. Go on.
Where was I?
She was the only one wearing a mask.
She came out, she wearing a mask.
Then Whitney Cummings on Joe Rogan's show.
Who's wearing the mask?
That is Hila Klein.
Olivia's not. She's a gangster. Look at her in the front row. Fuck it. Give me all the COVID. Meanwhile, people have been, look at this, outside with a mask on and everyone's tested. That's what's so dumb.
So good.
It's like no one knew what to do. And no one's, it's like, even still, to this day, the CDC says you can take your mask off when you're outside. There's no evidence whatsoever that there's transmission outside. And if you're vaccinated, you take a mask off inside or outside. And California's like, I don't trust the CDC.
This is like the videos from like 6 months ago, but Whitney was on recently. And Joe Rogan saw a clip from this stand-up show and saw that she was wearing a mask. He's like, who's...
Trav, that's fucking up.
He goes, who's that wearing a mask? And she goes, oh, that's Hila Klein. And he just doesn't actually like react to who she said it is, but then just says, oh, that's really dumb. Like, you're outside. Yeah. The CDC says when you're outside and everyone's tested, there's no reason to wear a mask.
Yeah.
So this got picked up by H3, where they're like, actually no, before that, Nadine saw this and she goes, I bet Ethan Klein's going to do like a 45-minute video to like a 10-second
Not even 10
comment.
seconds.
Yeah, it wasn't even 10
like
seconds.
2 seconds.
But I said to Nadine, I should do a video of me pretending to be Ethan, like exaggerating this point and like doing like, you know, like I was going to cut in like SpongeBob like 4 hours later and then I'm still ranting about Joe Rogan being dumb.
Yeah.
So H3 actually released a fucking video where he does that for 45 minutes. That's where the thing came in about like, so Ethan Klein was like, oh yeah, Joe Rogan's dumb, you should just listen to the CDC, don't think about it, dude.
They said you gotta wear a mask, so I'm out there wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Wow, big deal. And then now they say, you know, if you're outside, you don't need to wear a mask. It's pretty simple. You want to talk about who's dumb?
Yeah, I mean, the CDC is like this whole governmental body with scientists and shit that just tell us what to do. You don't have to think about it, dude.
And then Steven Crowder picks up on this. Like, I think it's stupid that you're just going to trust the CDC. Like, you should do your own research. You should do this. You should think about that. And then Ethan claps back again, like calls him, like you're retarded. Like, why do you think about it?
Yeah.
But yeah. Then Steven Crowder does this long thing where he did like an impression of him. It was like E.T. with his eyebrows just going.
So I had a bronchial thing, which is community guidelines in immutable condition. It's genetic. But I guess there's a ceasefire here, so we can talk about any genetic conditions like the lack of chin, lack of beard, 120-pound man wearing the Cinderella bandana on his head, trying to compensate with a beard that he uses just for men, or the eyebrow phrase like E.T. in the cornfield. It's so stupid, bro.
He's making fun of his Twitch and shit. And like Ethan was saying, oh, he's compensating by having a gun holster.
Oh.
And that he has small dick energy and stuff.
Ethan, he is a little bit of a fucking little soy boy bitch.
Well, he is a massive soy boy.
But he was like...
Back in the day, I've never watched a whole episode of it. I just know who he is.
But back in the day, he was like anti-SJW.
I know he was. Like, that's what I thought he was still like.
There's only a couple words I have for them these days, and that's it's time to stop! MTV as a network went from this...
Kind of weird for you holding those condoms, considering we both know where they're going to end up.
...to this.
Learn what mansplaining is, and then stop doing it.
From this... to this.
Try to recognize that America was never great for anyone who wasn't a white guy.
It's time to stop, MTV.
No, but then
that was good.
This is one of the things where they're
all good actually.
He got like YouTube money, and he got the he's got like on speed dial the woman who runs YouTube.
Oh, is it Wozniacki? He doesn't want to get YouTube on the wrong side, so he's like he has to toe the line, sort of thing.
Yeah. So Crowder's like, at the end of this thing where he's taking the piss out and saying, I think it's stupid that you're telling your fans that you don't have to think about it and that you should just trust what the government is telling you. That was basically the message of Crowder. So, come on debate, I have this one offer, you can take it or it's never going to happen again.
Yeah.
Just me and you, we'll debate the thing, we'll debate we'll debate the CDC and coronavirus, and we'll also talk about tech censorship.
The thing is, I like Crowder. I'm not the biggest Crowder fan, but Crowder would destroy it. It wouldn't be close.
Right, so here's what happened. Ethan goes, oh yeah, we'll do it. It's one-on-one thing. We agree that we'll talk about
Did he sit down at a table saying, change my mind?
This is the thing. He was like, oh, it's going to change my mind. It's going to be a proper one-on-one debate. And then...
so he comes on the show.
Yeah, but the agreement is, it's a one-on-one debate between them. Ethan's agreed to then talking about CDC, his comments about not thinking, and the tech censorship of talking about certain subjects, these particular subjects.
Yeah.
So Ethan agrees to that, and then Ethan says something like, oh, you think I'm just a layup and not a debater, so I've come prepared.
You're very welcome, and I just want to say, I know you called me, you said that I would be a layup.
I think I used something like that.
Yeah. I think you're right, because I don't think I'm a very good debater. I think you know that. So I didn't want to make it too easy for you.
Oh, okay.
So I've prepared.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So what we were going to talk about is the initial quote that happened. I think he's looking off there. The initial quote that kind of was turned into a little bit of a meme, which wasn't intentional, and was you saying you don't even have to think about it regarding the CDC. And I disagree with that. I think people should think about it. I believe, and we talked about this through Playful Ribbing, in an aggregation of medical authorities and scientific voices to make an informed and rational decision. So where do you think that I'm wrong on that?
Stephen, do you know that the Spartans are like practice man love with children?
Oh, geez. Okay, so this is what's going to happen. What did I tell you? He was going to do anything he could to avoid. Oh, there he is. Oh no, Sam Seder. What a fucking nightmare.
Thank you, Stephen.
I had no idea this was going to happen.
And then instead of him debating, he brings on this guy called Sam Seder.
Oh my god.
And Sam Seder has been like trying to debate like loads of people, like Sam Harris, Ben Shapiro, Joe Rogan, and Dave Rubin and stuff, and they've just kind of like been like, nah, he's just trying to get clout by debating someone with a bigger following. So he just switched Sam Seder in. And
so Ethan brought in another guy.
Yeah, and then Stephen Crowder's like, I knew he would do whatever it would take to come out of the debate. But then all the H3 fans are thinking that Ethan's won, and that they've proven that Crowder is a coward. So they're all like, coward Crowder.
He's the coward. Yeah, he brought in the guy to argue in his place.
Yeah. On the subject of you don't need to think about it, bro.
Even if he was the most educated, not that Dr. Fauci is, but even if he brought in Dr. Fauci, the point is that he brought in someone else to argue in his place.
Yeah, exactly.
That's some fucking beta shit.
And the thing is that the agreement was a one-on-one debate between
them two.
People, yeah.
Between them two. You bring in anyone in to argue in your... Mate, can you imagine agreeing to argue with someone about a topic? You come in prepared, you think, right, I might lose, I might win. People might think I'm an idiot, but...
Yeah, well, my mum's here and she's going to do it.
Yeah, like... Ever going, do you know what, instead of like doing all the research shit, I'll just ask someone who's more informed, they can do it for me, even though I'd agreed That's fucking Ben. I didn't realise he was such a fucking little bitch boy.
Last year, his brain's just gone
He's
to
a little
shit.
fucking fanny pack, that guy. I didn't realise. I thought he was like... He used to be sound.
He did the Ainsley EXE. You know, the spicy meat thing.
Did he do that?
Yeah, yeah.
Did he actually do that?
Yeah, yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh my god. Because... Ainsley Harriot. Because we were part... We were part of an original, really, really old Facebook group. I swear I was the first person to start off. I'm joking. But I was definitely part of the group that was like, well, that was in its early days.
That was like late 2000s, I think.
Like, that would have been like 2010, something like that. There was Ainsley memes back in the day on Facebook. As if he started that. I don't think he started.
I don't know if he started the genre, he just made that particular video.
Yeah.
Tony Henshaw started that.
Tony Henshaw?
Yeah.
What was it I'm searching?
Ainsley.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Ethan's brain went to shit like that. What am I searching?
Ainsley Harriot.
Yeah, look, H3H3 production. Oh, it was 7 years ago.
We were before that, 100%. So he didn't start shit because I was definitely.
I didn't say he started shit. I just said he made that video.
All right. Ainsley Harriot seems like someone that should be dead.
That could be a re-upload, actually.
Maybe he is.
Do you know what I mean, though? You know those people like Bob Dylan, you think, you should be dead. But you're not.
Still alive?
Exactly. Thank you. Yeah, he's alive, but he should be dead.
Shit, can he now?
No, he should be dead. Some people should die before the time, it makes them a legend.
That's it.
It is undeniably brilliant, but...
We have to do is just remember that people that make shit like this might have really bad political beliefs and just be okay with it.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. You don't see him wear a cap very often. Good old Rob.
So twisted, isn't it?
It's like fucking David Lynch or something.
Yeah, it is.
That's it. Nice and hot.
That needs to be sampled.
Jesus.